それではまず開会にあたり、主催者を代表いたしまして、林道春最高裁判所判事よりご挨拶を申し上げます。お願いいたします。
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great honor to have been given this opportunity to deliver the opening speech of the Judicial Symposium on Intellectual Property Tokyo, JSIP 2022. This symposium has been held in cooperation with 6 organizations involved in intellectual property dispute resolution in Japan, namely the Supreme Court, the Intellectual Property High Court, the Ministry of Justice, the Japan Patent Office, the Japan Federation of Bar Associations, and the Lawyers Intellectual Property Net since 2017, and this year marks our 6th occasion. Due to the global outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic, the symposium of the last year and the year before were held by means of web conferencing. This year, although the pandemic has not been contained and the situation is still difficult, we have decided to hold this event for the first time in 3 years by inviting foreign experts from overseas to Japan. I would like to extend our sincere gratitude to the 6 experts who came to Japan all the way from Europe and the United States. In addition, we will continue to provide simultaneous distribution via the internet in both English and Japanese, as we started since JSIP 2020, so that people from all over the world can view the event. Thus, this symposium has been held with the use of IT, such as web conferencing, and the use of IT is steadily progressing in civil litigation in Japan. In May of this year, the amendment to the Code of Civil Procedure, which provides for online filing of an action, dissertation of case record, etc., was promulgated, and preparations are being made with a view to putting the amendment into effect entirely within 4 years. Since February 2020, web conferencing, etc., has been used in proceeding to arrange issues and evidence. In addition, a system to enable the electronic filing of court documents, known as MIMTS means, has been in operation since June of this year at the Intellectual Property High Court and other courts. Meanwhile, the world of intellectual property is becoming internationalized, and it is important for the judiciary to cooperate with other countries to properly grasp the international trends and issues, as well as to deepen knowledge and understanding of each country's legal system. In this symposium, we hope to learn much from the discussion with experts in European and American practice, and we would also like to share our country's systems and operations with them. We strongly hope that through such mutual understanding, judicial cooperation among countries will become even closer. Yesterday, we had some of our foreign experts join a tour of the Japanese Business Court, which just opened this month. The Business Court was established as the first court complex in Japan, which intensively handles business-related cases, such as intellectual property disputes, commercial and economic disputes, and restructuring and bankruptcy cases, and it started operations in Nakameguro, Tokyo. At the Business Court, divisions of courts in charge of business-related cases are brought together to ensure mutual cooperation among these divisions. In addition, by actively promoting efficiency through digitalization and further enhancing and strengthening strengthening its expertise and international characteristics. The business code aims to serve as a new type of code that can meet users' expectations and improve the international competitiveness of Japan's civil justice system. This symposium and other efforts to strengthen international cooperation in the field of IP judiciary are one manifestation of such efforts, and we believe that they will be a great stimulus to other areas of the judiciary as well. In light of this situation, this year's theme is intellectual property dispute resolution in Japan, the US, and Europe. Today, we will first have a mock trial by participants from Japanese courts. After that, we will have a panel discussion with the participation of judges from the US, the UK, and Germany. In the first part of the panel discussion, we will exchange opinions on the topic of international comparison of joint patent infringement. The second part of the panel discussion will focus on diversification of proceedings in civil dispute resolution and current challenges, which is an issue of common interest in civil trials and will be followed by a discussion on the actual situation in each country. On the second day, in the JPO managed part, lectures will be given on the themes of current state of trials and appeals and invalidation and opposition systems in patents at each IP office, followed by a panel discussion on the theme of international comparison of judgment on correction requirements based on hypothetical cases. Although the time is limited, I hope that the symposium will be meaningful for all of you through active discussion. Thank you very much for your kind attention.
ありがとうございます。